Hey guys, welcome back. Now we're gonna start the typesetting so we can get all the text to look the way we want before we populate the rest of the website. Now before we do that, just want to mention the reason why the classes could not determine the animation is because this is all done off of JavaScript. So I'll show you what I mean. So Breakdance and Oxygen uses AOS for their animations, and you can probably see that. Here it is. Yeah, so data entrance slide up. See, that is used here, and no, that's Flex. No, sorry. Anyways, I'm pretty sure this is AOS. Is it not? Is it something else? Whatever it is, it uses Oxygen uses AOS. I don't know. I need to check this, but whatever it is, the animation itself is determined by this HTML property. Is it property? Attribute, custom attribute. So that's why you can't use a class to change this. Right? You can use a class to change the speed, right? So you can do that, and you can give it a delay, but you can't change the animation itself. So that's why we have assigned the animation already, and then we're gonna just add the we'll duplicate the sections so it just has that, right? So we'll change the order and the speed with a class, and we'll add the animation itself with with a setting. Okay, so all right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some typesetting before we move on, and as you can see, we need some work, right? We need some spacing here, and we need the underline here, so we'll figure that out. Okay. All right, so let's start with this. Now I think in my typesetting, I use a really tight letter spacing for H1s because sometimes it tends to get really tracked out. So I'm not going to do that because this is a little too tight, I think. But what we do need is the lines to come a little closer. Now I'm not sure how it'll work with these guys, but we'll see. All right, so there it is. So line height, there. That's from me. So I'll take that out. So that's what it should look like. All right, and let's see if we can change that line height to 1. Yeah, that looks better, but now we have that showing underneath. We might have to give it position relative. Let's see if that works. Yeah, it is. I just gave it relative. What? I just gave it relative. What are you talking about? So that thing needs to go underneath. Position absolute. Oh yeah, because it's got position absolute. We can give it a z-index of 0, -1. There we go. Yeah, so we'll do that from now on. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. So we'll do the line spacing 1 in Breakdance because that's where it was originally set. So we'll make the leading a little tighter. All right, and think it's over here. Yep, all headings. It's so deep. Yeah, line height 1. Pretty sure I already did that. All right, so it should be fine, right? Let's check it out. No, it's not. I think it tries to keep that letter's line height because it's a dual heading. All right, so we're gonna have to do this ourselves. Of course, I'm sure maybe we can go in and do it separately. I don't know in there, but we'll just do it over here. Okay, so these type settings, these elements selectors, sorry, these selectors here are very soft because they use HTML and not like, for example, breakdance. All right, but we'll do that here now. And let's typeset some dual headings. All right, so dual headings should be, any dual heading should be inside a section. So we'll add that just to override the specificity. So section and BDE dual heading. All right. I think it has a line height of 1.2 just so the annotations won't overlap too much, but I think it's better that it's tighter because here it is, and I like slightly tight headings. So you can see that it's because prompt itself has a very wide spacing around it vertically. I don't know why, but that's how it's built, which is weird because I don't think the descenders, like the G or the J that go underneath the line, underneath the baseline, I don't think they go down too much. So it's weird, but that's what it's like. So I need to make it really tight. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so dual heading, okay, line height 1, give it 1, and also in here, whenever we see rough annotation, right? Rough annotation, we're going to give it a Z index. We're going to give it a Z index of -1. There we go. And yeah, okay, cool. That looks good, right? And yeah, that's what we wanted. Yep, goes under below all the text, so that's good. Yeah, cool. All right, now we need to work on some spacing between the headings and the paragraphs. Now, a lot of times we'll be using a dual heading, so we could totally target that, but let's try to just do the rich text. Okay, I think that's better. So section, and let's go to BD rich text. Yeah, so we have that there. You see that? We're going to override that with just adding a section in between. So that should be BDE rich text. Okay. Now, if it comes under a heading, if it comes under a heading, it gets, what is it? It gets 45. So 2 rem. Yeah, I think we changed this 45 to 40, right? So yeah, it gets 2 rem worth of spacing. Did I showed you the units, right? Did I? So that's 6 rem. That's unit 1/1. That's base 1/1, and then 1/2 is half of that, for example, stuff like that. So we have a third set up here, so we can use that. Like I said, this is all Sass. If you want to learn Sass, learn it. It really helps. But otherwise, You can do this in vanilla CSS. It's really not very different. The only difference is, it's compiled and you can do other stuff. All right, so what we can do is put a margin on top and give that unit 13, and margin on the bottom. All right, how about this? If there's a heading, right? If there's a heading, like an H1, H2, H3, no, we'll stick with H1 and H2 for now. And if this rich text element comes right after it, which is a plus, right after it, then we give it a margin top. Okay, cool, that's good. Now, another thing we can do is we can try adding BDE rich text, and right after that, we give it a button. Okay, not give it, but we target the button, right? So that's a BDE button, rich text, and headings. Okay, so now the button gets, give it 1 rem. Okay, now inside the button, let's style the button, okay? Sorry. We're gonna have to target all the buttons, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the file that I named button, because buttons need special attention. Yep. Which is what we did here. But it's not working. Is that what's happening here? All right, let's see. Oh, okay, so it's that button is why it's not working, because this is an anchor tag, not a button tag. Can we change that? Well, if I just added a button, that's what it's supposed to be then. All right, so we'll just take out that, all right, and have it so it's more global. So we'll put it inside section, because it should be inside any section, right? So, all right, yeah. There we go. Everything is spaced out properly, and yeah, cool. So it's all good. All right, that's good. So now what we can do is, because this is on sample page, and we built this on sample page, we'll keep building here, and then once we're done, we're going to move everything over to each respective pages. Now the thing is, the reason why I do this, there are a couple reasons. Like I said, one, we just keep all the revisions on one page and then clear that one out, just so we get a cleaner database. It doesn't matter too much, but me being a little OCD on this kind of stuff, sometimes I think that helps. I've tried to make it as clean as possible if I could. And another thing is, in Breakdance, you get these numbers. So this is section 2, 106, 146, 120, and I've noticed that these numbers go out of whack when you keep deleting and adding stuff. So I like to keep them as clean as possible. I think it might have changed, the numbering system might have changed a little bit, but I just try to keep it so that there's only one section that we intended to have there, and then it just keeps adding underneath. So that's what I try to keep doing. Okay, so I think that's it for this video, and now we're going to start populating the rest of the pages. We need to build this as well, so maybe, almost forgot. Oh, this is important. I told my wife that I would do this. So here is the secondary part, right? So inside the dual heading, Yeah, I think this is cool. So inside the dual heading, there's an annotation and there's also dual heading secondary, right? Secondary, okay. Now let's make this white. If I can spell it. If I can spell it, there we go. Oh, what? Okay. All right, so now, yeah, right? Yeah. Right, so that's what I'm doing here. That's what I'm doing here. So I think that looks good, right? Yeah. Cool. I'll do that. All right. So now we're going to start populating things. Might have to build that. I'll build that in the next video, and then we'll populate the rest of the pages. And yeah. Okay. I'll see you there then. All right. Bye.